What's up, everybody? Mark with Coffee&Toys here, bringing you another Masters of the Universe MasterVerse unboxing and review. Before we go too far, I still am Mark. I realize something's a little different. Let's just say that when a 1-month-old keeps puking on you, sorry, spitting up, changes have to be made. So, for now, the beer is gone. I promise it will return for those of you that are concerned. That being said, today on the channel, we are unboxing none other than the newest MasterVerse figure, Whiplash. Let's talk about it. So yeah, I was able to get the new Eternia Whiplash from Target. As you may know, it is hitting stores right now. Pre-orders are coming through, so if you haven't already gotten it, maybe after this review you'll decide you want to pick it up. It should be easily available at most online retailers or at Target. I'm not sure if it was a Target exclusive or not. I guess it wasn't because I think you can order it online, but Target's the only place I've seen it at in a big box store. So that being said, I'm ready to see what this guy's all about because he looks amazing, and I'm really thinking this might be the highlight of the MasterVerse line right now. But let's go check it out and talk about it. And here we have it. We have Masters of the Universe, new Eternia Whiplash in his oversized deluxe packaging. And of course, it's got the MasterVerse logo on the top, 30 points of articulation, and wow, just an amazing looking figure. New Eternia logo, Whiplash, and of course we turn to the side, we get some awesome box art showing him in more of his classical look. And if we spin up to the counter side, we get Whiplash, tail thrashing warrior. And finally, on the back, we see him in his new Eternia posing, with his new Eternia outfit with that purple armor and purple helmet. And of course, the chaotic cataclysm that shattered New Eternia ripped open a portal to a terrifying dimension known as the Demon Zone, home of a powerful reptilian race, the Caligar, and their leader, Whiplash. The merciless brute conquers New Eternia island by island as he crushes all who stand in his way with the savage power of his thick-hided scale. I love, love, love hearing these stories that they're giving us and helping build this new Eternia world out and telling us this just isn't another mindless goon of Skeletor. This guy has a backstory and makes him far more terrifying than what we may remember from the mini comics or even from the cartoon especially. I love it. Now, of course, you have the new Eternia original designs inspired by classic concepts, and down at the bottom you have your cross-sell of Merman, Grizzlord, Buzzoff, and Faker. So yeah, this looks great, but I tell you what, as great as it looks on the outside, let's dive into it. So here he is, Whiplash, out of the package, and this figure is a brute. I mean, this is another large scaled size figure for the MasterVerse line, and I love it. I love having these oversized figures. They look so awesome. We'll do a comparison. I actually got a couple figures over here to compare him against, but man, looking wonderful right out of the package. Of course, pulling him in here, he is wearing one of his accessories, so let's just pop that off real quick for a second, just so you can kind of see him. I'm going to leave the purple armor on him for now, but of course it is removable. But man, I love the snaggle tooth there, and he just looks absolutely wonderful. Of course, he's got all the articulation you would expect, the 30 points of articulation at the wrist, at the double joint elbows, bicep cut, 360 degree arms. That does kind of hamper it a little bit, but not much. You can actually see, you can get that up if you want to make a downward swing action. Of course, the head's on a ball joint, so it can spin completely around. And then, of course, he's got an ab crunch, which doesn't move a whole lot, but he does go left to right at the swivel at the waist, turning it around. You can see where the tail's going to snap in, and we'll go over that more in a minute. Of course, he's got this that is removable, but I don't know why you'd want to take it off. He's got the thigh cut. He's got the no drop down, but he does have the bend at the waist. Bicep cut, as I mentioned, or I'm sorry, thigh cut, as I mentioned. Double joint knee. It is, but you can't quite get it to bend at that second joint. At least I can't, but still. And then, of course, rocker joints that go up, down, left, right. Oh, and a boot cut. So yeah, I mean, this guy is, he's a huge figure, man. I just cannot get over how large he is. I mean, I knew he was large, right? But man, just in the package versus taking him out of the package is something else. So, of course, Whiplash does come with a few accessories, so we will start with the most obvious one, and that's his tail. So as you can see, it's a rubberized piece. I don't know if it has a... It does have a little bit of... I didn't think it... I thought it'd just stay straight, but it looks like it might have a wire in here to help you, you know, bend it and design it. Now, the real question is, if we put the tail in, can it ever come back out, or is that the end of it? Because there's the hole. Let's go ahead and snap it in, and there we go. So we have the tail in Whiplash, and I don't know if it'll come back out. Oh, I think that's it. I think once it's in there, folks. So, but that being said, you can bend it and make it so that you can use it now. Now I'm not going to be able to get him. I'll have to pull my camera back. But yeah, so there. I mean, it's a sizable tail and really weighs this figure down now. And like I said, you can bend it in a few different directions to make it. There we go. We'll leave it like that. That looks great. But in addition to the tail, he does come with his spear in bright orange. Very cool. We mentioned it earlier, but he does come with this helmet because we took it off. He comes with a battle axe, single-sided, but very cool. I think this is first to the line. Something I really like is this torch. Now, the question is, does this come off? Oh, that's awesome. Did not know that till just now. I love it. So you can have an unlit torch, or you can have it lit up. And this could go with anybody, which is making me really excited. It doesn't have to go with Whiplash, but very cool. So good job, Mattel, on that one. And then finally, he does come with an alternate set of fists if you want to swap them out. So give me a moment, and I'll get this guy all accessorized up, and then we'll do some comparisons and some final thoughts. Okay, I went ahead and accessorized him a bit, put the helmet back on him, put the battle axe and the torch in his hand. And I didn't say it earlier, but this is a 100% new sculpt, new mold, everything. This has never been used on any other figure. And man, that must have cost some money for Mattel. So I'm trying to figure out what they're going to use this body for again. If anybody can remember, and leave in the comments if you know, the original Whiplash, what was he him and did him and Clawful share a body? I'm trying to think, but they've already made a MasterVerse Clawful, and the bodies are definitely not the same on the MasterVerse versions. So I'm trying to figure out how they can reuse this, because man, that's a lot of new tooling right there. I mean, every single bit of this figure is 100% new to my knowledge. That being said, I did want to do a couple comparisons real quick just to show you the size of this guy. So here's Faker of the MasterVerse line, New Eternia, and I mean, just to show you how much bigger he is. And then of course the biggest brute that we have so far, Beastman, just so you can see how large Whiplash is compared to all of them. If I can get Beastman to stand up, he's a big boy. So Beastman is still technically the largest figure, it looks like, but it's more because his arms are out so wide. But I think, and again, their joints aren't perfectly straightened in their knees, so I think Whiplash might be the largest one we have had so far. Now, of course, we have that Whiplash is going to be arguably the largest until Motherboard comes out, which I got notified that Motherboard's coming today, so I'm very excited. I'll have that review up as soon as I get her. But for right now, this is another wonderful figure in size and just looks, and everything about him is so cool. So just rounding out those kind of final thoughts here, I think this is definitely one you don't want to sleep on. Everyone that's collecting Masters of the Universe, MasterVerse line needs to pick Whiplash up. He is a core character. This version of him, especially with that backstory, just makes him sound so cool. You know what else would be cool? If you're still watching this, go ahead and like the video. It really helps out the channel. Make sure you subscribe down below and leave a comment, because I want to know, are you guys picking this up? Have you already picked it up? Is it something that after watching this review, you're like, oh, I've got to have that, or no, I'm not. I'm sticking with, you know, just a few characters, but I would highly recommend this figure. That being said, my name's Mark. You're watching Coffee with Toys. and I'll see you later.